golfers, are you guys stuck in the hundreds still? Do you need to get in the 90s? All right, well, this is part 2 of our series, how to get in the 90s. So part 1 is why golfers struggle to get in the 90s, and then 2, what to do about it. And we had really 3 things to work on. Is 1, putting, work on your putting. 2, work on your shots inside 100 yards, and then 3, find a go-to clip that you can hit at least 150 yards. So this series, I'm just gonna quickly cover putting, what to work on, so you can get in the 90s. So first I'm gonna cover technique, and then I'm gonna go over how to practice. So there's 3 main keys that I see with most golfers that struggle putting, what they struggle with. Number 1 is they either aim too far right or too far left. So if they aim too far left, they try to push their putts on line. If they aim too far right, then they tend to actually come over the top and hit little cut putts. So we always want to try and get our feet, hips, and shoulders parallel to our target line when we're putting. And then the second thing is we want to try and get our eyes over the ball or just inside. That's going to allow us to take that putter straight back and straight through. So hopefully you guys can see that. Try and get our eyes over the ball. Obviously, to do that, we got to bend from the hips, nice relaxed arms. And then the third mistake that I just see is people getting really wristy. So we really just want to rock these shoulders, keep this nice triangle here. And then people that get really, we can have a little release, that's cool. But some people that's all they do. And then they struggle with distance because they're creating some extra force with the wrist. But yeah, so just to summarize putting, try and get our eyes over the ball, feet parallel to our target line, and then just rock our shoulders, not use our wrist to create speed. And then always feel, if we can go straight back, straight through with the putter, or you can have a little arc, and then straight through. Those are the 3 most common putting strokes that we see good putters have. And then if you have a line on your putter, feel like that line is going right down your target line. So work on that. You can videotape yourself. Camera is a great tool to watch your guys, see how you're doing, if you're aimed right, left, whatever. And then you can also have a friend. But yeah, use an alignment stick. Make sure your feet are getting parallel to the target line. That's a great thing. So now how to practice putting. So you're gonna wanna practice short putts and kind of medium to long putts. So there are so many putting drills out there. So you can YouTube short putting drills. Lots of good ones out there. I have more than 12 different putting drills in the Break 100 blueprint that keeps it fresh for you. But we're 2 most common things are working on short putts and long putts. And then also you can, as you get better, you want to dial in medium distance putts, so 10 to 20 footers. So at some point you're going to want to start making 20% of those. But short putts, I just made a cross here. And then you always want to practice with purpose. So the goal to break 100 is what? We gotta go 50% inside 3 feet. So putting, I would come out here and I'd try and go 3 out of 5. And then depending on how much time you have, you might hit 5 putts from each tee. You might just hit, 4 putts total. But try to hit, 10 to 20 putts each practice session. And then the long putting drill, I have a ball set out at 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and, if I make it, I get 2 points. And then if I get it inside this box, I get 1 point. So to break 100, I need to get at least 3 points. So if I made all 5, that'd be 10 points. So hopefully that point system makes sense. So we're practicing with purpose, and also we're gamifying practice. So I know practicing putting is absolutely god-awful boring. So I used to hate practicing putting. But ever since I gamified it and I started practicing with purpose, I actually enjoy putting now. So, I'll try and see how many I can make in a row. That's fun to do too. And then, but really, from 3 feet, I'm trying to go 5 out of 5 for you guys. See if you can go 3 out of 5. If you only go 1 out of 5, just do it again. See if you can go 2 out of 5. Our goal is always constant improvement. So that's the putting drills, the basic putting drills you guys can do. And the 3 keys when you're putting to help with putting. So you guys can get into it, or you can watch me do it. I'm just gonna hit 5 putts straight up the hill here, and I'm gonna go hit those 5 balls and try and get in my square. But let me know how it goes. Share with friends that can't break 100. they're trying to get in the 90s, and this should help them. Putting, I didn't mention this before, it's the quickest way to take strokes off your game. So most of you probably have 40 putts around. If you can get that to 35, 32, you know, we just drop 5 to 8 shots off your game. So it's the easiest thing to work on. It's the shortest stroke in golf, but just needs some practice and some work. So here we go. I'm just gonna hit 4 straight up the hill. I made one already. I've been practicing putting actually every day just about the last month. Alright, so I made 4, 5 and a 5 there. I'm gonna go hit. And then, you know, if you work around this and let's say you made 0 from here, you might just want to go back to the left to righter and work on the left to righter. So make the drill your own, have fun with it. Yeah, kind of mix it up. You can try and make all 4 in a row. That's another alternative too. That's a good way to do it. Or sometimes I just like to hit 5 from here, 5 from there, 5 from there, 5 from there. See how many out of 5 I can make. All right, well, I'm gonna go hit this one. Yeah, baby. See, I went through my routine, then I make it. I should really do this more often. So that would be, I made one and I got one inside the square, so that would actually be 3 points. I've already hit my goal. Oh, 2 in a row. Come on. Oh, boom, he's on fire. He's on fire. Here we go. 3 in a row. Oh, might as well go through my routine, huh? So I made 2, so that's 4 points, and I got 3 inside the square, so that'd be 7 points. And then you can pick different distances too, so if you're struggling like from 30, 40 feet, go to 30, 40 feet, you know, hit 5 to 10 putts, see how you do. I was trying to get better. And then I have my students that are going through my programs for 12 weeks to actually track how they do. They have worksheets that they fill out. That's actually a great way to build confidence because you do see yourself progressing each week and getting better. And then if you're struggling with putting, you can go back to the drills and see kind of where you struggled, what to work on. So guys, that's end of series 2. The 3 common things I see where amateurs, guys that are shooting over 100 struggle with putting. Again, summarize, it's aim, you know, aiming too far right or too far left. 2, not getting their eyes over the ball. So get your eyes over the ball, it's gonna make it easier to take that putter straight back, straight through. And then just creating too much force with the wrist. That's gonna be inconsistent with distance. And then showed you just a basic short putting drill and then a long putting drill. So practice that, you know, half an hour to an hour a week. Split up your practice time so you're spending half of it on short putts and half of it on long putts. And guys, if you work on putting, you know, 1 to 2 hours a week, you'll be in the 90s. Definitely will drop 5 to 10 shots off your game. So with that, share with a friend again that's struggling and getting in the 90s. Comment if you have any other questions on putting. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to help. And let's get you guys in the 90s. All right, see ya.